Hello everyone, I am location scouting. I don't even know if I'll be able to shoot anything here, but I'm trying to see if there's a place to sit down to do an interview. I might be able to do it, might not. So I have to look for a park. Okay. There's not many benches, that's the thing. Oh, so I checked how to get my license plates in California. I do have to go into the DMV for that. I sent in the letter to change my address. Hopefully that arrived at the DMV, the capital. Where's the capital of California? Sacramento. The crappy thing, I thought I was saving money by doing all this so I could get the P.O. box instead of just getting a mailbox with UPS or something. Turns out, and by the way, it's evening now. It's like 7:30 at night, or no, like 8:30 at night. Turns out, so okay, well, I changed my address, and then UPS or the post office notified Geico, my insurance company. So I went and changed my address with Geico. I thought that'd be no big deal. Turns out they more than doubled my premiums because of that. Now, I went through and I lowered everything I could. So now it's not more than doubled. It was well over doubled. Now it's just doubled. So now I'm going to pay about $137 a month for car insurance. But not only am I going to pay that, because for whatever reason, this 6 months period, I'm basically paying $800 every 6 months. $796 or something. I made it as low as possible because I eliminated the coverage for medical bills for me, because I'm like, if I get any medical bills, I'm just not paying them. So like, it's $1,000 coverage won't even help me, and it's an extra whatever, $5 a month or something. But I'm looking for other benches. This is not a big park. I don't know if I'll be able to do this interview because the person I want to interview happens to be moving away soon. Oh, there's another bench over there. Okay, it's one option. The problem is it's near that play area. So if we come here and there's people playing, kids playing, it's going to ruin the audio. But look at that. I'm somewhere in Woodland Hills. Yeah, this is not a big park, and I don't think I'm gonna find any other benches around here. Nope. It's a strike. This is strike 3. This is the third park I've looked at. And, well, they do have that one bench, so could work, but the problem is if it's not available, we don't have much of a backup plan. Still waiting on some other stuff, but so anyways, yeah, my car deductibles, I mean my car insurance deductible premium that I pay every month. So not only it's going to be about $137 a month, but they're making it even higher at the end of this month to like make it add up to $800 for this 6 months, the billing period that I'm in. So I'm going to have to pay $250 at the end of this month. Holy crap. What the hell is going on? All right, I'm going to turn this around. I can't see myself, but I hope it's still filming and I haven't. Wait, let me. How should I do this? Yeah, I got to turn it around this way. I just hope I don't hit the power button, because I won't know. I have no idea. So that sucks. And I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and try and go to the DMV. And I gotta figure out how am I gonna get extra work. What should I do? The film I was working on, 15-day shoot. I was on for most of it, like 10 or 11 days. And I missed that one day because of that damn mechanic. I really regretted that because they were shooting in like a forest. somewhere, and I wanted to go to that. So that's wrapped. I'm still editing a bunch of pictures, which doesn't take that long. I gotta learn proper picture editing. I don't know it, so I edit everything on my video editor, which is not ideal. It works, but it gets a little glitchy because it's a ton of info and it crashes sometimes, and not a big deal. But I've got hundreds and hundreds of pictures I'm going through, and then I'll send them to everybody and email everyone on the cast and crew. I got pretty much everyone's info and saying, you know, if I can ever work with you, if you ever need any help, let me know. I tried I looked up tutorials for DaVinci Resolve, the coloring program. I'm going to these colorist meetups. It's great. Like I mentioned before, I met the colorist for Dunkirk and Jackass #2, two of the best movie-going experiences of my life. Walter Volpato. So I'm trying to learn coloring. I'm like, first of all, I got to know it for my film. Maybe I can get hired for other films. I gotta switch hands. Okay, good. Camera's still on. I had to check. So I watched tutorials on it. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm like, oh, this is good. It's easy enough. Downloaded DaVinci Resolve. It's free. It's got all these special effects and a video editor too. Video editor takes a little working. It seems a little cumbersome, but it seems pretty cool, and I'd be glad to learn it. And then I tried to run it. So I watched the tutorials. I'm like, great, I'm ready to start. And tried to open it, and it says can't open it because either my laptop doesn't have a graphics card or a GPU, or it has a graphics card but not a GPU or a fast enough GPU, so I can't even run it. So I'm like, great, I got the refurbished laptop to save money, but in the end it's going to cost me money because I'm going to have to get a more powerful laptop at some point. Whoa, look at that. Whatever you all are seeing, I don't know. Probably the color's not as great. I can turn this around now. You saw enough of me. That's enough. Yeah, it looks good, but there's that color banding right there because the camera can't quite handle the contrast of the subtlety, the color. So that looks more almost white practically. It's really orange, and it gradually goes into the gradation into the, oh, I was going to say clouds, but no, it's not clouds, it's a clear sky. Anyway, these views are amazing. I would never be able to see stuff like this in Virginia. Even the mountains that were there, it wasn't like this. This place I just randomly found. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this interview, and it's no big deal. I reached out to this person and I said, hey, I'd like to interview you, and they said sure, but they're moving at the end of this week, so if I can't do it, and now with the DMV thing and I got another meeting, it may be kind of impractical. We had a rap party for the, not like a hip-hop party, but like a rap the film party. Know what I'm saying? For the film. And so now I'm thinking, well, that was a valuable experience for a lot of reasons. But also I realized, instead of getting food stamps, work on movie sets. And I can offer to, here's the thing, if they don't need any crew, if they don't need PAs, they don't need anything else, I can pitch myself and say, hey, do you need an on-set photographer to do behind-the-scenes pictures and social media and videos? And I'll say, I'll do it for free. If you don't have a budget for me, I just want to be able to eat the food on set. So that right there is like my food stamp program. And I get to be on set. So screw you, food stamp. Oh, by the Trump administration trying to cut 3 million people off food stamps. The cruelty of these people. So I gotta go get the license plates. I'm gonna have to pay for that. Oh, I got the registration form. I gotta fill that out to change my car registration. My car's still overheating. I'm wondering if it really is the head gasket and if I should get it changed. I know it could be like 500 bucks. I'm wondering if I should just do it because I may have another long drive coming up. And this damn car, it's needing more coolant every like 100 or 200 miles. It is really bad because I don't want it to slow down my trip if I have to take a long trip. I want to work somewhere real special for an event, and it's far away. So at least, and now I know, if nothing else, just pitch myself to movie sets and say, just let me take pictures, just on-set pictures, and just let me eat the food there. That right there saves me money, and I'm meeting people, and there's potential for other work. And plus, so far, the 2 movies I've worked on, by the way, I appear in them. So they needed extras for this last one I was shooting. Thomas Bangert's film. I did the interview with him, German filmmaker. That he needed me as an extra. So I was like, sure, yeah, absolutely. Take a screenshot of that, or a picture. It doesn't look nearly as good. That is like iridescent glowing, but it's not like that in person. Just the camera doesn't have that dynamic range and the color depth and everything, bit depth. So I got a lot of stuff going on that's good. You know, I should be worried in a way, but like I can't. I have no more energy after all the stress I've been through, worrying about my car, money, life, all kinds of stuff. Like I'm like, I can deal with it. Whatever it is, I can deal with it. Oh, I dealt with a bad cop the other day, by the way. He didn't pull me over or anything. I was in a parking lot, and I parked up against the wall, just kind of like that wall. I backed in against it, and I was going to the gym, and he just walks up behind the car and just stands there and stares at me for like 15 seconds or so. It really creeped me out because he had a gun too. And then he starts walking by, and I look at him, directly at him, and I was like, what the hell? That is so creepy. So, and it was totally uncalled for. So when I went out, I was like, I don't know if I should talk to him or what, because he could easily, like, you know, yeah, I have rights. Like, I'm allowed to film the cops, I'm allowed to talk to them and stuff, but let's face it, if a cop wants to break the law and beat you and shoot you, whatever, it's virtually guaranteed they're going to get away with it, and they're going to be able to do it. There's nothing stopping them just because it's illegal. I mean, cops, so many cops are domestic abusers. So many of them like have cheated on or lied to get arrests or planted evidence. So anyways, so I go out there, I pull out my phone, I'm pointing it at him, and he sees me from partway across the parking lot. I was just like, I'm just going to stand here, point my phone at him, see what happens. Then he does this. He's like, yo, come here. He's like, he yells at me, ¿Tiene problema? That means, do you have a problem? I was like, what? No. I put my phone down, and he's like, what? Why are you filming me? You have a problem with it? He got so mad. Late 50, oh, I won't get in. Yeah. Anyway, so he came, I said, what? No, I'm taking a picture of me. I'm taking a picture of myself, because he didn't know what I was doing. What the fuck? I can't pull out my phone? What if I turned it around and I was watching a YouTube video? I was watching a clip from a Martin Scorsese movie. He was an asshole, so he was yelling at me. He's like, why, you have a problem with that? I'm like, no, man, I'm taking a picture of myself. I turned around, walked away, just hoped he didn't shoot me in the back. I went into a grocery store for a little bit, bought some stuff, went out, and by then he was standing somewhere else, so I just got in my car, got hot-wired it and left. What a total asshole. I have no doubt this guy's capable of beating his anyone, you know, he has close to him, wife, kids, because he had a horrible temper. And also he had obviously no concern for my boundaries. If he was walking up behind my car looking at me, like maybe he was just in a bad mood that day. And there's no winning for me. There's no fight to have with a cop, because here's the thing. He can arrest me. He can say whatever charges he wants to make up, dragging me through court for months and months. My car would be impounded. Everything I have would be gone. My cameras, my laptop. And then at the end of it all, either I can plead guilty and just, you know, accept the time I spent in jail or whatever, or the fines and stuff I paid, just on his word, or they can ultimately drop the charges if I really fight it and make it hard for them. Either way, like, there's no good option. I've already lost by that point and been brutalized, and there's no good option. So for all of you who are so pro-cop and think, oh, they really protect us, this is the you know, a noble force that you have to assume they're doing the right thing. This guy was stalking me out of nowhere. I just backed into a spot and he's like creeping up behind me. I wanted to turn around and say like, hey, are you doing something illegal? Like, you don't want me to know about it because you're hiding. But I can't say anything. Because whatever I say, he can make up anything that I said. I can film it. If he wants, he can try and destroy my phone or my camera. He can say it broke in the fight, in the struggle. And as we've seen, by the way, it wouldn't make a bit of difference. Maybe it would get him, you know, the charges dropped, but it could still result in lots of retaliation for me, even if it showed I was totally innocent, because we've seen cops kill people who are totally innocent. Let alone the ones where they totally went to an excess of force in killing someone they had no business killing. And people say, well, that's what happens when you jaywalk. You should have followed the law. So in other words, anytime any cop wants to kill someone, they can, and it's assumed it's legal. And there are a lot of cops who are domestic abusers, by the way. You hear about that one who was fired for threatening to kill Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Scumbag. Just what a dirtbag, a lowlife. Can't handle his feelings being hurt by a woman of color in Congress who speaks out against racism. And she speaks damn well, man. It's so refreshing to see a politician talk like her. Holy crap, something's floating in the air. What the hell was that? You see that? Yep, you see it right there. I don't know how that's just dangling in the air. All right, well, so much for location scouting today. Did you all learn something? LA is really expensive. I'm going to have to pay double in car insurance. I might try working on set for free. Still working on my screenplay, getting it good and all that stuff. And now the big concern is, okay, just how do I make money? I can do the rest. By the way, getting up at 6 a.m. has made a huge difference in my life in making me so much less stressed, because I know I can get up, get stuff done so much sooner, spend the day before I even do this stuff. I was already done working on my pictures and everything, and I can make time to send messages and stuff. I'm still kind of dreading a lot of that, but wow, look at that street, man. What a shot. Oh, I got so many pictures and footage on my phone. Look at that. Yeah, $137 a month for insurance. And I'm gonna have to pay whatever to register my car in California, and oh man. Oh, I hope I don't have to deal with any issues because of the now the airbag light's on, the catalytic converter needs replacing. So I hope there's no like inspection of the car or anything, because that's gonna be a whole heap more of money. And I'm gonna have to figure out how is this all going to like, how am I going to be able to get through all this and then make money? How much longer can I possibly be homeless? I mean, there's no limit. I could be homeless another 10 years. Realistically, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to think that maybe in, what, 6 months, I could have a home again. It'd be nice. Spent a bunch of money today at the 99-cent store on fish, canned fish. They didn't have much at the food bank that I wanted. So exercise, also the really good benefit of getting up early, I can exercise hard and not worry about how late it's getting in the day. Like I gotta hurry up and do something else. So I think this interview's kind of gotten away from us. All right, that's it, everybody. Oh, no, okay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Now you see the okay, so some of that stuff's on just because like that's what happened when the car is in the on position, because I haven't hot wired it yet. But that's for the catalytic converter, the engine light, and that's bad. That's an airbag sensor. So I don't know why that's on all of a sudden, but I'm not even that tired. Got a lot more stuff I'm working on. Couple surprises. That long trip, you don't know where I'm going to. Maybe some people I might be working with, maybe not. I can't even remember off the top of my head who I'm talking about, but I'm always trying to work with somebody. That's right, yeah, I actually do have some possible surprises in regards to that. Hey, watch my talk show with or Adam Papagan's talk show. I always want to say Papagan. I like the more Latin pronunciation. But watch his talk show with me. I think we should make it into a long-form talk show. What do you all think? Where we help each other with our problems. Yeah. Like, to me, I felt a little cheap, shortchanged when, like, we have the shorter episodes. I think we should have them longer. Prepared to go multiple. I cut them up shorter, but maybe we should sit down in a studio or something. And this was just, you know, like the pilot, the test pilot. And have other segments in the show. Anyways, gotta turn this around so I can stop filming.